Hey, what's up everybody? This is Crystal Clear 101 with another toy review. And today I am reviewing the Legends Class Optimus Prime and Autobot Roller for the Transformers Generations line. This is part of the 30th anniversary, and this figure retails for $9.99. Now, first off, from the packaging, something I am going to go ahead and point out. The Optimus Prime that's used for the artwork, as well as the figure itself and the roller. This is actually based off of a specific version of Optimus Prime. This is based off of the Optimus Prime from IDW's Transformers Robots in Disguise comic book line. That is flat out cool. The fact that it's actually a comic book version of Optimus Prime. Last one I remember that was based off of, the last Optimus Prime I remember that was based off a comic book was the War Within Optimus Prime. Even then, he was part of the Titanium diecast line. Alright, let's take a look at the back of his packaging. And of course, it's got a little bio about both of the characters. Shows them their robot modes, their alternate forms, and it's got their stat cards right down here. And matter of fact, even right down here, it does say IDW. It actually does mention IDW, the comic company. Alright, now that I've gone ahead and talked about the packaging, let me go ahead and just free him from his plastic tomb, and let's see how the figure himself is. Alright, I got Optimus Prime and Autobot Roller out of their packaging. Here's the little set right here. Now, let's go ahead and get this review started, and let's go ahead and start with the big bot himself. Let us start with Optimus Prime. Alright, and here is Optimus Prime. Now, as I said at the beginning of this review, he's based more on the IDW comic book series. But first off, let's go ahead and give a 360-degree view of this guy right here. And this is actually a very good-looking Optimus Prime in Legends class form, Legends class size. Now, in case you're wondering, this is actually fairly big for a Legends class. He stands right at about 3.5 inches tall. Now, he's also got decent articulation for a Legends class. His head is on a swivel. Now, the base of each arm, the shoulder itself is on a swivel, but it's also on a hinge. That's for the transformation. Now, at the elbow, it's on a ball hinge. Now, his upper torso is on a swivel. His upper body is on a swivel. That's also for his transformation. But the base of each leg and at each knee is also on a ball joint. So he's actually got some fairly decent articulation. So, you can have him in some fairly decent poses for as small as he is. And in case you're wondering, yes, he does come with his signature rifle, his I want to say it's his ion blaster. I don't remember what it's called. But, yeah, he does come with this little rifle. It is detachable. And as I said, he's actually very nice. It's very nice for a little Legends class Optimus. And here we have Autobot Roller. Now, if you are familiar with Generation 1, then you should be partly familiar with Roller. Now, granted, I believe you only see him in More Than Meets the Eye Part 2, which was the very beginning of the Transformers. But in the IDW comics, Roller is his own individual little character. Now, he's got very, very simplistic little articulation. I mean, this right here really is his robot mode. His front and mid tires do come out to the sides to form his arms, and that is about it. And all you gotta do is just that, and he's already in his vehicle form. Now, something I am going to go ahead and point out about Roller here he's technically a triple changer, because you have the robot mode, you have the vehicle mode, and this little stud that's right back here, this little peg. Well, you can also pull them apart like so, And you notice the bottom of his feet also become barrels, and he also has a spot right up here on the top of his weapon mode, so you can actually attach Prime's blaster to him. There we go. And now you have a handheld weapon for Optimus. And here we have Optimus Prime holding Autobot Roller in his weaponized form. Now, granted, this gives him an oversized triple-barrel gun of doom. I have a pro and I have a con about this. The pro, it makes him look very, very wicked cool. And it makes him look like he's really about to tear up some Decepticon hides. The problem I have is, as big as he is, he makes him very top-heavy. Matter of fact, this is about the only way I can get him to hold him is with the base of Autobot Roller in his weapon mode towards the very back of him, because if I try to have him hold him out, then he just topples right over. Now, let's see if I can get a side view to give you a rough idea. But that's a rough idea. Now, if I try to have him hold out any further than that, he falls right over. But you gotta admit, that does make him look very cool. Look like he's getting ready to tear up some Decepticons like that. Alright, now that I've shown that, I have one more little pose I'm going to show that I figure you might find interesting you can do with this guy. And here is another pose I figure you might find interesting, which is the head that is Autobot Roller's handle for his weapon mode can also be used to plug into the back of Optimus Prime's head, upon which there's actually another hole right on the very top of his vehicle mode right up here. So you can plug Autobot Roller up into the back of Optimus Prime's head if you want to, and basically give him a shoulder-mounted cannon if you wanted to. Now, the pro is this looks very cool. This is different for, for a weapon, decision for Optimus Prime. But just like with the last one I showed, this makes him in this case very back heavy. It's actually very difficult for him to stand up like this. But you gotta admit, this just looks very cool. Now, upon me showing this, let's go ahead and get to his transformation. Let's see how that looks. Alright, now as far as Optimus Prime's transformation is concerned, as I said, he's a little Legends class, so he's not going to be too difficult, but here's how his transformation goes. First off, we fold down his head, like so. Next, fold his arms up, like so. Fold them up 90 degrees, just to make this next part easier. But, the back, fold down the nose of his cab, then rotate the entire upper part of the carriage, upper part of the body 180 degrees. Next, Prime's waist right here simply folds out, like so. Then, simply pop the nose of his vehicle mode into place, like so. Then, each of his arms, they simply fold back like so. Then, each of these individual red page pieces right here, well, the opening in his hands, that's where they're going to go. And back of his legs, simply peg into position, like so. And there we have Optimus Prime in his vehicle form. Alright, now that I got Optimus Prime in his vehicle form, let's take a better look at that. As you can see, it's still very G1 reminiscent. It's still a flat-nosed semi. His transformation is virtually identical. But overall, this is, for the most part, an updated version of the original G1 Optimus Prime. And I think this is just flat out cool. And something else I figured I'd point out is the very base of each of Optimus Prime's feet actually do have individual serrated pegs. What that is so you can actually attach Roller to the back of his feet, and what it gives him kind of like, almost like a little, almost like he's hauling like another trailer, which I thought was actually a very nice little touch. And as I said earlier, you can actually attach Prime's blaster to the back of Roller if you wanted to. You can have it positioned either there, or you can have it positioned on the very top of Optimus Prime's vehicle mode. Almost like Optimus Prime's version of "Don't Make Me Honk My Horn." And there you have it. That is Legends Class Optimus Prime with Autobot Roller. Now, is this a Optimus Prime worthy to adding to any Transformer collection, Autobot collection, or Optimus Prime collection? Absolutely. This is a very, very nice little Optimus Prime. Matter of fact, this is probably one of the best little Legends Class Optimus Primes you could get your hands on. If you don't mind the $9.99 that this little set retails for, then you're going to have a lot of fun adding this little Optimus Prime to your collection. But is he worth adding? Absolutely. Don't skip out on him. If you find him, grab him. You're going to love him. But that's going to wrap up my review on the IDW Optimus Prime Legends Class with Autobot Roller. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe.